Long time no see, right, Nimiq fans? Long time I haven't said. Let's mimic the price of Nimiq. So today we're gonna do just that using the technical analysis. On the weekly chart, let's see, is Nimiq still in a bull market? Let's see where this coin is heading. I'm gonna show you the path versus dollar and versus Bitcoin on this red and bloody day. So join me and roar with me. The bleeding of Nimiq is nothing unusual, because once again we are stepping into the extreme fear territory, and we're living here for quite some time. Haven't you got used to it? 13 on our fear and greed index today. Lower and lower we go. Should I remind you, extreme fear means extremely good buying opportunity? I shouldn't, because I'm not a financial advisor. You can't expect Nimiq to go up if everything else is plunging to the downside. The majority of the top 10 coins are in the double digits to the downside. Our roar of the day will go to Polkadot, because he is going down more than 14%. Hold tight, or should I say, hodl tight. If you're into Polkadot, check out our price prediction. We made it, you liked it, so be curious. Once again, I'm asking you, have you got used to the red by now? Hope you did. And now a quick dive into the Nimiq versus USD on the weekly chart. So we are taking a big picture approach, something that will give us the clearest picture of what is happening right now and what should be happening in the next few weeks, months. Let's mimic. Before we dive into this weekly chart, so every candle week, if you feel the need to support this channel, click all the good buttons. You know which ones. I think by now, if you are a YouTube fan, you are a pro in clicking the buttons, so do it. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nimiq versus dollar. See this yellow dot? Well, this circle, dot, whatever you want to call it, is just indicating where we last made a video about Nimiq. So it's been a few weeks, yeah, more than 3 months. At those levels, I said we are fighting this resistance, which we break, but haven't managed to stay above this resistance for a long time. Therefore, as Bitcoin decided to go to the downside, Nimiq followed. But the real question is our bull that at this point was still alive, now broken? That is for us to research today. That is for me to deliver to you. First of all, from those highs in April, Nimiq retraced 70%. So a pretty healthy and a big retracement, but it's nothing unusual because every other altcoin retraced around those levels of 70%. A healthy correction if you ask me. The question is this huge correction killed our bull? Well, my quick answer would be, and the short one, no, the bull is still on. Because if we follow the lows by the price action theory, higher lows are still an uptrend. And you can see that every low that I'm pointing out right now is higher than the previous one. So even this one is higher than this one. So no, our uptrend is still not broken. If we go with the highs, same thing. High, higher high, and at this point, one marginally higher high, but still higher high. At this point, yeah, Nimiq started to lose its momentum to the upside, but still haven't broken its bull. So it's very funny to say that something is still bullish, although it retraced 70%. But that's the way of the crypto markets. You should embrace it. If you can handle this volatility, you will be very successful in this game. And if you cannot, well, you know. Now, trend lines. This is a very, let's say, dubious situation. If we take this point and this point, the touches of our previous trend line to the upside, right now is happening something very curious. For me, this is a very indecisive price action. It's like Nimiq can decide is the trend line to the upside broken, or it's still valid? So I will say it's still on. Because remember, don't look at the trend line from the teeth to the teeth. Look at the zone that is respected or not. For example, if we do make it a zone, something like this, now you can see that we are clearly playing with this trend line, this zone of support, but not with conviction. We need to break this trend line with a higher momentum. Let's create that clearer picture to the downside to talk about some bullish scenarios. For now, that is not the case. So one more time, I hate to say it, but yeah, we're kinda dancing with the devil. We're good, but living dangerously. Jokes aside, one of the most important pieces of this analysis is coming up. You know what this is, right? 21 exponential moving average. And first thing I want you to notice is that in the subtrend, it's not respected. What do I mean by that? Well, did Nimiq respect the 21 here? Absolutely not. We are below it. Is Nimiq respecting 21 exponential moving average right now? No. Then what is respected? And what gives me the bullish narrative from the beginning? 34? No. We are below it. 55? Still no. And check it out. Here also wasn't so respected. Just like right now. But ladies and gentlemen, behold this. 89 exponential moving average is holding all the answers. This exponential moving average was holding the price in the late 2020, and right now, what is he doing? People, please notice what is he doing. He's holding the price. So Nimiq is doing nothing extraordinary that it hasn't done a few months ago while being still in a big bull. So this 89 exponential moving average is telling me the story that is still a bullish story in these hard times, in these bloody days. Don't panic. Just look at the big chart. Look at this big picture. And if we are to replicate something like this, let's say that from here to here, we just decide to do something like this. So a few more weeks of consolidation is a possibility, even probability. Then at late summer, I expect a resumption to the upside. So I hope this is enough proof of my bullish story. I don't want to speak about no price levels. This is just a video about your perspective on Nimiq. If you want, let me just mention the final frontier that Nimiq needs to hold for me to hold this narrative. 89 exponential moving average, as we said, is the last stand. It's standing at 0.004. If that level is breached, then we are entering the bear market. For now, this is not the case. So let's just go with the flow. And how about now we dive into the chart? A quick dive, not a long one. Of Bitcoin, is something happening in there, or nothing's changed in the past 3 months? Let's go. Well, yeah, kinda things are unchangeable. In our last video, we also were in this desert. Nothing happenings. Weeks passed, even months, still nothing on the horizon. But I can show you what pattern I see unfolding on this chart. Can we agree that on the screen you are seeing a triangle, symmetrical one, but considering that we already retraced so much in this previous bear market, should we say that from this accumulation phase it is more probable that we continue to the upside? Something's gotta give. I believe that by the end of July we're gonna see a resumption of this symmetrical triangle and this squeeze. It is squeezing the price pretty hard versus Bitcoin. I assure you, the explosiveness will come. We have to guess in what direction. My take would be in a bullish direction. Of course, I could be wrong at any time, because right now this is just a speculation. Nimiq is not showing great signs of life versus Bitcoin, because if I draw any of the moving averages, 21 EMA, 34, 55, 89, everything is covering the price. It's our roof. Those moving averages are giving a huge, yes, a pretty huge resistance to the price versus Bitcoin. It will be very hard for Nimiq to break these chains, these shackles, but believe me, when the chains will be broken, the explosion will be inevitable. So this guy is still holding ground, and the real move has not ignited Nimiq to the upside yet. That is the right word, yet. You will see something like this. Maybe very soon, but maybe in a few months. We'll see how the price unfolds. After all this ranting, I hope by now you click all the buttons I already mentioned. Thank you for that one more time. Subscribe, like, share, and by the way, watch one of these videos, cause I'm also making all sorts of price prediction on coins like Nimiq. They're friends in the crypto space, and we're having fun. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next one.